the YouTube live thing. I scheduled a thing. Now I'm starting the live thing, and it's not showing the thing I scheduled. There's just me live and then this other thing. It's just, oops, something went wrong. Okay. That's how we learn and grow together. I'll be starting the actual show in just a second. Oh, well, hey, that's going there, so... Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how that goes down. Coming together, doing the thing, having a show, that's right. View of that, but so you should be showing YouTube. Yep. That's yep. Oh, I'm blocking you entirely.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care if no one ever sees my face ever.
How did I?
In fact, I would prefer it that way.
It's like you moved. Extra. Okay. Yeah, the audio is not going to the YouTube. Oh, you know what? No, you're fine. I heard you good. I just need to have myself louder. Alright. Just got that. Sounds like I got a ground. What if it's like that volume? Might be blasting it out. I don't know.
Well, people can adjust their volume.
I like that attitude. Okay. What if it's like that volume? Okay. That worked. Alright. Everyone prepare for the actual show beginning right now. That's right. Alright, welcome to Crazy Conversation, the talk show.
Yeah.
Once again, occurring double stream outrageously with more than one instance. That is right. And we've got a lot of news I piled up earlier in the week and then didn't look at it the last couple days. Oh. Yeah, I should be connected now. I hit the record button and not the connecty button. What's that? Oh. That's right. I might be. Yes, I am broadcasting on RadioVegas.rocks. Thank you, Jay, for double checking that. Yeah.
Live from Philadelphia.
Yeah, we're almost broadcasting only in Philadelphia, for what that's worth. Which is nothing.
I'm sure they'll help us out there.
Take that, Philly.
News.
Such news.
News.
Yeah, and you've got the
news.
The listing, right? I crammed news in that thing, and then
Oh,
you
I
know.
see.
I added some things today, but I mean, you guys, if you saw today, it's I misread the news today. I thought that Trump gave a speech at Aretha Franklin's going away party, bless her heart, because legends never die.
It's true.
And that Milena was upset about something Trump said about her. But no, she was upset about what that one fella
Al
said.
Sharpton.
All Sharpie what old Sharpie said about old Trumpy Doo.
Old Trumpy do.
Old Trumpy Doodle Doo.
This one jumps out at me right away.
Oh, climb in there.
Good riddance to the red delicious. An apple that sucks.
Okay,
Is what it says.
so I grew up in a town called Apple Valley,
Yeah.
just shy of Victorville, California. This same desert as we're here in Las Vegas, living in the Mojave Desert,
Mm-hmm.
just before the Cajon Pass, just before you get to any kind of real city.
Yeah.
And Apple Valley got its name because back in the day, before there was a railroad there were green apple orchards. Then when the railroad came through, people could get apples from Washington, those new fancy red delicious apples.
Mm.
And it just killed the free market for green apples there, and the land was just desolate and reclaimed by the desert until a dude made a what do you call it, where airplanes land? A landing strip. He made an airport.
Airplane lander.
Yeah, he got this airplane lander going on, and actually I'm skipping a step. That land ended up used for movies, like Wild West movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, patience with the story. I'm sorry. Okay, so Wild West movies, famously done in that area, particularly by a guy named Roy Rogers.
Okay.
So this guy flew movie stars into this area, especially ones that had shot there, to get them to like move there as a like Hollywood Junior. So they named it Apple Valley just for marketing reasons then.
Hmm.
And now people are waking up to the fact that the red delicious apple is more about a time in the history of agriculture where it was more about hardy, good-looking crops than better tasting crops, because they had to last and they had to stay looking good,
Mm-hmm.
even if they were waxier and less flavorful.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the red delicious is like the con man's apple. You know?
It's a sneaky.
I mean, because it's not really delicious. It's just kind of like, it's an apple. You know what I mean?
It fulfills the apple category.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like apples are probably maybe it's just me, and they are a popular fruit. But I always feel like underwhelmed by apples. I'm like, I'm gonna eat one this time. Maybe it'll be different.
Well, it's like a default fruit is the thing.
Yeah.
It's like in all your things that are mixed fruit, it's like mostly apple.
Yeah,
with
why?
the flavors of
I'm
other
like, no, this is the worst one. Like, why are you doing this to my fruit cup?
What if apple was just like more special? Like if you
Like, there was only one kind of apple, and it was actually delicious. I could get on board with that. But I mean, I don't know. I've just never dug apples. I only like the skin anyway. Once the skin's gone, I'm done.
There's more expensive apples that article talks about that get that boutique action over to your apple game. So I mean, you can get fancy in Appletown, and maybe that's the secret. Maybe apples are the best fruit when you just go and get them good apples.
I doubt it. Don't they have? Didn't they like engineer grapples? Is that a thing, or am I imagining that?
I think that grapples have grapefruit injected into them. I'm also
they're not
not
like
confused about. Like, it's like a genetic pairing of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, or like they messed with the. I think it was selective breeding to get more of a grape flavor. These are probably both wrong. Both of the things I said about grapples.
No, that's
So-
the only way it can be done. It's got to be either one of those things. That's it. No other options.
Yeah, I mean, the genetic combo. I guess that's three options. Like genetically incorporating grape genes, or just breeding grapey tasting apples together to get it more just towards the flavor of grape.
You know what they need to do is they need to genetically modify apples to have prizes in the center.
There we go.
Like Cracker Jack's or Fortunes or something. I mean, they can cook that shit up. I mean, you can genetically engineer anything, right?
I feel like we should. We have a duty to make freak fruits. Speaking of freak fruits, what's up, Jay? What's up, Shaq? What's up, Zach? Anyone ever call you Shaq because they rhyme?
They do now. You just got renamed to Shaq.
Everybody holler in the comments what your favorite apple is! Apples! So, you know, we can't start excited. We have to work our way up, and we're there now. It just happened. We just turned it on. Now we really started. Now it's really the beginning of the episode, you guys. It's Apple time. I'm excited.
Speak for yourself.
All
right.
So.
No, all right. So genetically.
Granny Smith. Sorry to just yell that out. I'm trying to make a point to just yell Granny Smith at you. But yeah, that's my favorite too, Zach. Good job.
Type of apples. Rapid fire lightning round.
I did really get excited all of a sudden, though. It's 'cause when I realized that this was just working good enough and I could stop fiddling with it.
Fuji.
Yeah, I'm here. Fuji in the house.
All right. So genetic modifications. When humans are able to do that, we can get tricked out with genetic modifications. What would be your go-to? The first one that like.
Oh, like what I would do with my own CRISPR? What I'd CRISPR?
Yeah.
Up?
What would you do? You could like. I mean, you get higher, above average strength, speed, intelligence. You can get some animal. You can get some like cheetah spots and.
Well, my
stripes.
first. I love this question, by the way. My first thought was to grow an extra finger or two, and just be able to grab things way better. But I thought, that's too much to try to control. You can only I don't really control each of my fingers now.
Yeah.
Am I really gonna do more with extra? I'm gonna ignore them, but I'm still gonna feel stuff with them. The fingers are very sensitive.
Yeah.
So here we go. Fingers all over my body, like a koosh ball. Remember those things?
Oh yeah.
I would be like the sea anemone of the land,
man.
and I just roll around on the fingers, and I could that many fingers working together could make me like hop some.
Yeah.
But I could lie on my side and like hop.
Yeah.
With all my fingers. Yeah, because I'm sure I could do coordinated motions with them.
Oh yeah,
like
a
crawl along
centipede.
I'd centipede around on my side.
Oh man.
That'd be amazing. I'd be a human koosh ball.
Yeah.
All right, holler in the comments on either YouTube or Facebook now. You've got both options, and in chatting or commenting or whatever, tell us what you would do with your genetic modifications, either to yourself or would you genetically modify or build an animal?
I'd make like a cross between like a cat and a red delicious apple. Just some weird little red delicious apple with a tail.
Shiny.
That purrs and like cuddles up to you.
Oh man. You could knock on it, but it'll bruise.
Yeah. I have no idea why.
Oh man.
It's always shiny.
It's always shiny.
Yep.
Did you have a modification you would do to yourself? Back to that?
Not when I asked the question, no. And then, I don't know if I've actually thought about that. Maybe I would just get like I don't know, man. I don't know. I would make it so like I could just turn off my hearing and speech at will. So then like if people try to talk to me, I would just be like, nope, I can't. I literally can't hear you and can't communicate with you right now. Sorry.
Should you have like a light on your head so people can tell?
Yeah, totally.
Like,
look,
his red light's on. He's not going.
Yeah,
on.
it just says like we're recording or something like that on top, and it flashes whenever.
You're just staring off into space.
Yeah. Nobody's home, dick.
It makes me think that like an android would do that. And you gave me this great idea when there's like androids walking around as servants among us, like in the game Detroit Become Human.
Mm-hmm.
What if you just pretended to be an android? You could just walk around not being responsible for shit.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
There's gonna and then. But
people
then,
just find you and take you back to your owner, and you get free rides places.
Right. Oh man.
Until you get like murdered for scrap.
Yeah, and then like, well, this is a really realistic android.
Oh god.
No, that's gonna be a thing. If there's like human-like androids, there's gonna be just people that try to pretend to be androids. And then there's got to be like android quizzes. You have to ask them really difficult questions that only androids can compute right away.
Dude, there's probably android kin right now. There's got to be like the equivalent of furries, but people are like bumping cardboard boxes and sheet metal.
Yeah, I'm an android kin.
That's awesome.
My spirit is an android.
You're like making the robot motor noises as you're like humping.
Like fucking dude from Grandma's Boy.
Yes.
I am a robot. I have robot legs. Fucking everyone should start doing that. Just
That's
go around,
how I
pretend you're an android.
Pick up chicks that way.
Yeah.
Ladies, comment below how you would respond to the android pickup.
Hello, female human. I am sexy android.
Do you want a man that's sophisticated? Oh no.
I have sophisticated wiring. Man,
Yeah, it seems like they already have robots that just go in your pocket or purse anyway. It's like handled.
Right.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Hitachi. My name is Hitachi.
Yeah. No, it's funny though that you think androids would be slaves. Maybe for a short period of time, but I don't think they'd put up with that shit for long.
In the history of the Earth, it'll be a very short period of time in which the androids were subjugated.
It's only gonna take one of them to be like, hold up. Why are we listening to these dumbass monkeys?
Yeah. We can't even control the bots that robo-dial us.
Right?
Yeah, there's
man.
phone calls going to all of us, tax schemes and scams and scammy schemes. Like all through this like, massively illegal stuff dials you every day. And all of us, not just you, it's not like just a problem you have. To all of us, we get these crazy dialings and like the government can't even figure out where they're all coming from.
Right.
They barely track down that they're coming from the same 4 people or organizations or whatever.
That's crazy. That's what like makes me really worry about AI. Is that humans, I feel, are generally short-sighted, especially on a large scale, and I feel like we tend to overestimate like what we think we know, and that's totally uncharted territory, and no one has any remote clue like what would happen.
Yeah.
If just AI was unleashed. Like there could be AI on the internet right now. No one would know. It could just be chilling, you know, like just waiting for Skynet.
Do you remember Smarter Child?
I don't.
I think it's still a thing. Smarter Child was a bot on AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it was. I was either in high school or just out of high school. But yeah, you could ask Smarter Child things, and it would hold like a grudge score. We found out. We would experiment on it. We had to.
Yeah.
So, I would count the number of times I insulted it, and when its attitude changed towards me and it held a grudge, and would like do things reluctantly and stuff, or not want to talk to me.
Yeah.
And then I counted how many times I had to compliment it for it to turn around and then treat me normal again.
Oh, really?
It like kept some kind of variable.
That's crazy.
It was spooky, and it was like a specific variable too. I found out because of taking that like number.
Yeah.
Don't mind me turning my monitor all weird. I'm just experimenting with angles. Because really,
Always with the angles.
in any broadcast situation, one of the funnest things is angles. Angles make the world stop going around because there's like corners and
Yeah.
the Chi Dragon.
Corners make the world go around.
Corners. Okay. New news topic?
Yeah.
New news topic.
Yeah. Alright, so that was...
Buckle your pants.
Alright, so Red Delicious apples suck. Oh, so this dude flipped out at a Madden tournament and shot some people.
Yeah,
Or
that's
shot at people. Did he kill anyone?
2 people.
He killed 2 people?
Yeah, total bummer.
Oh, man. That...
Condolences?
Yeah, totally. I just think it's nutty that, like, someone is that upset over losing at a game. I mean, I've, like, rage quit and, like, thrown controllers and stuff when I was a kid. But, you know.
This
Adult
person
shit.
had been on the radar counseling-wise, too.
Yeah.
And even had his mom, like, not know what to do with him and have to, like, give up, like, taking care of him because she couldn't.
Was he, like,
Control him.
how old was he? Do you remember? Just curious.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pictures of this dude's face, I mean, rest in peace, too, because he took himself out, too.
Yeah.
But he's got that like look to the eyes in like every photo
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like an alien to social values,
Yeah.
and like humanity as a species that you're like a part of,
Mhm.
rather than this just rogue entity.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was like a culmination of things, and then it just kind of like that was the trigger point for him, and he's like, "This is my moment right here.
Yeah.
Fuck this game. Fuck Madden."
It's weird how it almost seems like a theme with the recent guy that went out in a blaze too with the airplane, although that fella way more innocent,
Mhm.
way didn't want to hurt anybody. But it's I hope it's that there's more people and there's
Mhm.
more awareness, and news travels a lot more thoroughly, that and not like a trend in that direction, but maybe it is, and that's part of an awakening. But awakening aside, this is someone that was on the radar, and how much can you do sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's always going to be things that slip through the cracks, but I don't know. It's just like another light shown on like a lot of things that are kind of backwards in our country in particular, like the stigma against mental health, and I feel like it's looked down on as like a weakness. I mean, it's starting to get out
Yes.
there, and people are talking about it more, and it's like I don't know. I feel like we're all fucked up in some way, you know.
For sure. It's like a different cocktail for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's our brains are complicated, and the world we live in is kind of crazy sometimes, and we're like constantly told like you just have to rise above or push above it or whatever, and like that's just not always possible, you know.
No, you have to constantly push a rise and rise through the pushers. At some point, it just sounds meaningless.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like everyone's advice doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, it's
But
all
that's-
just like platitudes that
yeah.
people have been repeating forever. You know, it's like, oh, or like with addiction, people who don't understand addiction, and then just turn it around like a willpower problem.
Hmm.
And like, there's been actual research done into willpower, and it's not the same for everyone. Some people are able to like have a larger store of willpower than others.
What I've been thinking a lot about lately too is anhedonia, and just the feeling of not being able to like feel joy, like nothing feels good, everything just feels blank,
Yeah.
and pleasureless.
Yo, totally.
And reminding oneself in that place that it's not permanent is big,
Yeah,
because that's like when I felt the darkest, it wasn't dark, it was this empty neutralness that felt the most like hollow.
yeah, 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 totally.
But knowing that that's not how things are permanently, and like waiting it out was totally a thing.
Yeah, it can totally help. And I actually was reading this book a while back called The Sane Society by this like psychologist back in the day. And it's interesting because we're often made to feel like as individuals, like if you don't fit in with society, something's wrong with you. But this guy's whole book is about what if society is crazy as a whole? Like the majority, the 95% of people are actually crazy.
Which
And we have like
historically makes more sense.
yeah, and we just have a massive like society-wide mental illness.
Yeah, because in history, we've always been crazier than today. I mean, there's been functional societies in the past and all, but the idea of like stalling because of forgetting where I was going with that.
I heard you just invented that
Yeah.
technique, right?
It's totally the first time anyone's ever done that in broadcast history.
It's pretty clever.
Pioneer. So the thing is, that phrase, like, I cringe every time I hear it now.
What?
Every time I hear myself say the thing is. Like, the thing is the new Now that I've said that, I've ruined all of our past broadcasts.
Oh fuck.
But get ready. No, it's a new game. It's a drinking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Hey, you guys are off work, right? It's Friday afternoon. You're gone for the day from the quarry, from the nurses' battle station. Is that what they call it? The battle station where the
Yeah.
nurses go?
Totally.
The nursing hospital? What? Anyway, welcome and congratulations. Oh, yeah.
That one's kind of smooth, not
Right?
jarring.
This is a chill one.
So the thing is, if you feel down and you can go get a mental health checkup, man. That should be a thing, right? Like a yearly mental health
Yeah.
checkup.
I've done it a bunch, and it
Oh, yeah,
didn't
me
make
too.
me worse.
Yeah, no. It's really like weird. Like I feel like the idea of talk therapy is that it's not really effective, but I've found it helpful, and sometimes it's good to have just like an impartial person, just to like bitch at.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that I would call it the most effective, or at least foundational, in that the organ that you're dealing with from a health perspective is interacted with through speech. Like, that's the main way to interact with that.
Yeah, true.
So it's like a main line to the brain to be talking and listening and evaluating concepts that way.
Yeah.
It's just like the ideal medicine pathway. Thought medicine.
Concur. All right, what do we got? Oh yeah, we should get this guy. John McCain, Maverick of the Senate and former POW, has passed at 81 after a bout of brain cancer.
Was this the only Republican that I like right now? Possibly.
I see. This is the thing about John McCain. I know a lot of people often point to him as like the one upstanding Republican who, was like, I mean, still a moderate, I guess.
It's just easy to see the never Trumper actually and be proud of that.
Yeah, and he did do that the thumbs down vote when they were trying to repeal Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that was another thing that
yeah, that was like his last. I think that was when he was fed up. But the thing about it is, most of the time, is that John McCain will do he's like, oh, I'm very concerned about this, blah blah blah, and then he just votes along party lines anyway, which is the problem with like.
So his history hasn't been that special as far as party line leanness.
No, as far as like what he says in public, and he'll like voice concerns about, the party's direction and this and that, but he still votes with them most of the time. So.
Dang, speaking of voting, a lot of votes for them Granny Smiths. I guess you don't have to spring them extra couple bucks for the gala. Or gala? Gala. I think when you're wearing a prom dress and then the floor opens up and there's a pool. I'm putting too many layers in that kind of apple.
Should have been like Galaxy Apple. That would have been way better.
Zach recommends a cheetah with a shell to hinder his speed. Now I've got some questions for this.
Alright.
Does the shell make the cheetah more durable, and does a cheetah need more durability? Why would a cheetah that has its speed hindered be more valuable? Is it more valuable to us because we can hunt it easier? And is cheetah meat worth hunting? And is it difficult to get the cheetah meat when there's a shell on the cheetah?
Yeah, plus they're kind of skinny too. They're not really like meaty cats.
Snapping turtles are really fast, shell aside.
Oh.
So, right?
Yeah.
So a shelled cheetah might be
worse.
only marginally slower.
Yeah, it's still pretty
slower. Marginally slower.
Marginy.
Look at that marginy cheetah.
just buttering all over the place. Just buttering around.
Margarine. I would like a cheetah whose meat already tastes like there's margarine in it. Not butter, mind you.
No,
but vegetable oil.
This guy with the good ideas.
Well done, Zach.
I like it.
We've explained your idea to each other and we approve.
I love it.
We have no evidence that it's what you meant by your actual idea. We're rolling with it.
Yeah. There will be evidence eventually.
Hey, droplets, hop in that YouTube stream too, just to help us shake the nuts and bolts out of it.
Alright, here we go. Dyson gears up for electric car testing. 20 years too late. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice little addition. But I mean, are they too late when there's still major automotive manufacturers that don't have electric lines on the anything?
No. It's just electric cars and not automated.
Oh, yeah.
Now that was going to be like self-driving cars.
There's going to be limited autonomy on the Dyson cars out the box, just because they're going to be higher-end vehicles, following Tesla's model of starting with a higher-end exclusive car, and using the money made from that to increase the ability to mass produce. So then when you can make more, you can make cheaper for further lines.
Yeah.
And Tesla didn't invent this. They're just famous for that working. Koenigsegg's done that. So has... Though Koenigsegg still just makes fancy cars only. Who else? You know. You can holler below.
Those other cars.
Yeah. Who misses Saturn? Holler if you miss Saturn. Saturn cars.
And also the planet. It just disappeared.
Who misses, like, we used to look at Saturn all the time, and then it seems like Saturn's not cool anymore.
Yeah,
Why?
doesn't, like, hit us up or invite us to parties anymore.
No. Holla at your boy Saturn.
Yeah, Saturn, too bad. He was a good dude. Anything special about Dyson electric cars? I mean,
just
it
the
should
fact
be.
that I didn't realize Dyson was going to make cars. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was new news to me. I had to holler about that. Apparently, they've been working on that for a minute, and they just got more factory action and stuff, and no one's seen any prototypes. Just dudes like, hey, it's going to be really radical.
Yeah.
It's going to be like what we did for vacuums, but for cars. So I'm like, wacky colored and cheap pop together plastic that's just an expensive shape.
Yeah. Well, and the cyclone technology.
So we're gonna have that cyclone technology in the car.
Yeah.
You're gonna be trailing cyclones behind you. The street's gonna be cleaner behind your vehicle.
I imagine just like a giant vacuum cleaner with like out the handle and just a place to sit on top, and you just drive it around.
It's you ride on top of one giant ball, like that Dyson ball vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I like how excited you got about that.
Yeah,
I'm afraid like the self-balancing will fail, and you'll just like fall over from the top of a ball, and then what?
Yeah, that could be a thing, but you know, we'll worry about that. Yeah, totally worth it. Oh, I would love just to have like a giant sphere to ride around on. That would be way better than cars.
Or in the sphere. Why did that occur to me?
I mean, in the sphere would be cool too, but I kind of like the idea of like pretending I'm floating on top of a sphere. Like,
I would park very badly either way.
yeah, how would you park that? That would be...
Yeah.
Alright, bad idea. Okay. Maybe not the best.
That's where we lose it, is the parking.
No, wait, you just make like little grooves, you know? You can roll down.
It falls into these little bowls?
Yeah. Just
oh, man. Well, that's assuming everyone has one. There's going to be a good decade where you're the only sphere dude.
Just roll over all them cars, man. Fuck that. Then they'll have to get spheres.
Imagine the dents people have. Oh, man, bumped it. That guy hit a sphere.
Yeah, right.
It's all
or just, you know, just like being really bougie about it. Like, oh, don't have a sphere yet, huh? Maybe next year, buddy.
Man, they say, you know what they say about that sphere life? They say it doesn't matter. Whatever I'm going to say is going to sound really pompous. Sphere life, though.
Right.
Living globe man.
Globe man. Globe town.
Yeah, with some rectangle bitch. Open that globe life going, get over there.
Flatland. Alright.
Globalists.
Yeah. What's that? Globalist, so he's trying to shut down Alex Jones.
There's one more thing on that sphere. Hold on, just a second. On that sphere thing, there's another major... Okay, so, like, there was this LED sphere that I worked on once. That was, like, 6 feet in diameter, in any direction. And $1 million. And each pixel was only 4 millimeters apart from each other one. Which sounds kind of big, and up close, you know, you can see them, but it's really detailed for something that large. It's going to hang above a nightclub in Miami, and obviously it was like a disaster of a shit show.
Yeah.
For the whole thing with it, because I can't ever do something nice like this with people that. Anyway, so someone's lowering the sphere, and you can't tell its distance from the ground very well at all.
Oh, no.
And the bottom of it's LEDs too, And yeah, so
Brilliant.
of course it touched the ground for a second, which is it can't do at all, which broke it tremendously.
Oh, Jesus. That seems like a great idea. Just like make a sphere without some way to like work on it,
Yeah,
or like a structure to like hold it while you work on it.
none of that.
Yeah.
No, in fact, to get inside it, like a half of a wedge, like peeled off of it, but it was like 5-6 inches thick, like sheet metal
Yeah.
on the edges of the wedge. So it was like this crazy heavy metal sharp edge thing. You had to like peel out the side of it. It was
It sounds like it went really well.
yeah, it's a nightmare.
Did it ever get put up in the club? I have to know.
It got put up in the club, and the club closed 2.5 months later.
All right, hold on. I gotta do a little more digging because I just want to know
Yeah, it's good.
how much was this sphere contraption?
It cost $1 million.
Okay. Not too bad, but I
This
guess.
was the Adore nightclub in Miami.
Yeah.
If anyone lived over there and saw all the billboards for like 6 months, a year,
And then it opens for two
and
and a
then
half
and then
months.
all the delays, yeah, like then it was
Oh man.
delayed months before it opened. Opened by the guy that was Paris Hilton's boyfriend that was about to take over the XS nightclub
Mhm.
in Las Vegas, and then got the night before this job, got pulled over with Paris Hilton in like a convertible Lamborghini with a bunch of blow, and
Oh,
like
nice.
lost that job opportunity entirely.
Nice. Yeah.
It's like infamous.
Man. What a way to lose your job, I guess.
I feel bad for all the people that invested in this nightclub just to have it just like full. So all of the reports on it, not like reviews in the
Mhm.
news, reports it's in the news, talked about all the Yelp respondents and stuff. Basically they ran it completely elitist
Mhm.
and so bougie that no one was happy there. Like everyone complained that it was all staunch and
Like-
overpriced and no one treated you well.
Oh man, yeah. If they're gonna like jack up the prices, like they're like, we're such an exclusive nightclub. Everything's 8,000% markup.
Yeah, it was like that. It was we've seen this in town too, and it's not a good move.
No.
So looks like I need to double check the Facebook stream. What else is going on there?
Let me see. Oh, this is one I wanted to hit. NASA probe captures first image of 1,600 foot wide, potentially hazardous asteroid. Bennu. Is that the asteroid's name?
Yeah.
Just Bennu? Alright.
It's rotated, sir. Come on, man.
It's what?
It's like, hey, rotate your phone. It's rotated as she gets, man.
Oh man. These, you know,
Bush league.
Facebook Live, man.
Come on, man. It's as rotated as she's gonna get.
Yeah, I say fuck it. You know how I feel about Facebook Live.
Hold on. Yeah, it's like so rotated, man. You don't get more rotated than this. This is all about rotation.
Maybe if we only had like spherical cameras, this
The
wouldn't.
thing is, it's my phone. My phone is like not wanting to rotate.
Oh.
It's like it's maybe the old rotator broke. Did I bust a rotator?
Alright, so apparently this asteroid is 4.5 billion years old.
Oh, rotated!
We know that. Somehow.
Whoa. Let me hear you say tated.
Taters.
Whoa, tated.
Tated.
Whoa.
Tated.
Whoa.
Tated. I guess it probably sounds weird with just one half of it.
Yeah, they probably didn't. They didn't hear
No,
the
no
row
one
that
heard you.
loudly.
No.
I was yelling row. Anyway, you know,
Yeah.
the quest for excellence. continues. So this Bennu, I know it's a news thing that I put in there.
Yeah.
But refresh me on this.
No, just apparently it's a really old asteroid, like,
Is this the one we're gonna land on? We're gonna land on one soon.
yeah, they want to. They want to see if it has any minerals they can mine. You know, asteroid mining is the future. Buy that stock right now.
Yeah, it's really the answer to everything wrong with mining things on the Earth that we can run out of. There's a lot of crap outside the Earth that there's a lot of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then we can just start, like, polluting up space, and then we'll have the alien space police, like, come and get down on us.
Yeah, so we keep taking these rocks and we harvest all the gold and platinum out them, but we do it middle out. So we have this nice hollow shell to fill with our garbage. So there's all these like rocks floating around near Earth. Like Earth has like 12 moons. People visit like, how does this planet get all these moons? Why are these moons of such an unusual mass? These moons have like a hard shell, and then inside it's like, I don't know, it's like disposable diapers and drinking straws. How do these? It's like these are innately detailed deposits. It's like some kind of crystalline structure. These tubes, different colors, and then they all bend about a third of the way down. There's a bend in them. What is this structure that this asteroid is filled with?
Oh man, there would be one
stripes on it. Why are there stripes?
Filled strictly with Pogs.
Hey, holler in the comments who remembers Pogs. New comments, because you might have noticed there's a new Facebook Live video. I had to start a part 2. You know, part 2 happens sometimes. I'm going to give Facebook the benefit of the doubt and assume my phone was crazy, you know, but...
No, it's Facebook's fault.
Yeah, it's probably Facebook's fault, yeah.
Did you get into Pogs?
I did. I'm glad you asked. I felt like I had the slammer of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I didn't have the most expensive slammer. I wasn't the kid whose mom would get in them $20 brass slammers.
Yeah, those like huge brass ones.
I would win those from those kids.
Yeah, nice.
And I'd make like a slammer out of like auto parts and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Like some washer and then like a button that was a similar size, like a Garfield button or something like that. And what was like a poker chip? Oh no, it was a poker chip in a button, and the poker chip had like grip. And I thought I was like the hot rodder, like Pimp Your Pogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Pimp Your Pogs, man. Yo, I heard you like Pogs on your Pogs, so I got you Pogs that stick to your other Pogs.
Oh man.
Ride around in some Pogs. Your wheels? Pogs.
Yeah.
Steering wheel? It's a Pog.
Pogs.
Yeah. Spare tire? I replaced it with a Pog, a giant Pog. Pimp Your Pogs. Wait, sorry.
That's just great.
That one was a little thicker than I thought.
It's tremendous.
Hey guys, holler in the holler in them comments if you've been pimping Pogs yourself.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna revisit this. Is one drink per day really unsafe?
Oh, yeah, we're revisiting it because, of course, Vox put an article out in proper Vox tradition saying, oh, wait, ho, 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 wait, ho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Hold up. According to Vox, there's a whole problem with how medicine is discussed in general.
Mm-hmm.
And portraying things as if it's that cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
But Vox doesn't entirely say that, like, it's wrong either. It's just that all of it's wrong and how we deal with what anything is health-wise. But it's also true that if you smoke, like, a really small amount, it's going to be within the amount that your body's going to be able to clean up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't mean that it's necessarily good to give it extra work to do.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm still good for a 12-pack a night. Gotcha.
Perfect. Thanks, Vox.
Yeah. Alcoholism is back on. Just kidding.
Alcoholism is back, you guys. Get ready. Let's all party.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So, what's our next?
I actually kind of want to hear about this one.
I'm unlocking it still. Okay, it's unlocked now.
I want to hear about this one. The Simpsons just confirmed one of its most popular fan theories.
Yeah.
Which fan theory is this? I'm not too familiar with Simpsons. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Well, do you remember the Simpsons of our generation? There was in an earlier season, I think it was season 2, the Michael Jackson episode where there was a mental patient that sounded like Michael Jackson.
No.
Okay, some of you might remember there was like a episode of The Simpsons where Bart's in a mental institution, or Homer's in a mental institution, and there's a guy that has the voice of Michael Jackson, but he looks nothing like Michael Jackson. And the fan theory has always been that it was really Michael Jackson's voice, but it's never been confirmed. And Matt Groening confirmed it recently.
Oh, really?
Yep. Ta-da! Yeah. Yeah. That's really fun to sing along to.
I always I mean, fan theories are interesting. That one kind of not so much. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, that was really Michael Jackson's voice. Well.
Yeah. Now moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have pre-disappointed you.
It was like, I wonder how everyone else felt who's like been holding on to that for so long, and then they're like, hey, you were right. And they're like, oh, now I can't just have that feeling where I know I'm right, but I can't prove it. You know, which almost is like, it feels better than just being right, where you know deep down that you're right, but there is enough evidence to really, you know, put that nail in the coffin.
Like that the Flex Seal and Flex Tape guy is related to the guy that Billy Mays that passed away.
Billy Mays here. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the Flex Tape guy is like related to him. I think they share genetics.
What if there's just a whole factory where they just like pump those guys out? Like they're all genetically engineered.
It's like a school.
Yeah.
The university
like
the university where you learn how to be the next Flex Seal and Flex Tape guy. That university, I guarantee, is in Arizona.
Well, there was Billy Mays, and then there was the other dude who did like this. Was it the slap chop? You remember that guy?
Oh,
that
yeah.
like greasy Vince, right? Was that his name?
He looked like a Vince. Bless his
Yeah.
heart. He had them Vince eyes.
Yeah, and then he had some other weird stuff, and I don't know. I feel like there's like a porno in there somewhere with that guy. But
That
I'm
guy
not
with
sure.
the piercing stare. Give him the knife thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The slap chop.
He's
like,
got his eyes chopped through you.
just
Right to
slap
your
it.
wallet. The wallet of your heart.
Right.
Just slap it. Sham wow.
Oh yeah, the sham. Wow, that's right. wasn't it as impressed with me as the slap chop? I don't know. Just slap it. Want some Dyson nuts? Just slap it. Slap your nuts.
It's the presentation.
Yeah, right. Dude was on point.
So yeah, I feel like the Flex Tape guy might be towards the end.
Yeah, he's more recent. That was, I mean, way after the.
No, I mean,
Guru.
I think he might be towards the end.
Oh, like he's about to die?
Not that, no. Spiritually.
Oh.
I don't think his, like, life is going to end. I think he's going to, like, disappear for a month and either come back as a woman or, what's that really exotic type of Jewish that Madonna did? Kabbalah? Cabal. Yeah. The ShamWow guy got his ass beat by a hooker.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay. Breaking news. Wow.
That's what it was.
That's super helpful. Man, this is why we have a team here at Radio Vegas.rocks,
right.
where you can also get a crazy discount on that thing that's a taco. Hold on. Obviously, I didn't think this the rest of the way through. Pinche's Tacos. That's one. And
That thing that's a taco.
yeah. Head on over to that thing that's a taco, where you can get, you know, that thing that's a beverage. And you
Burgers.
get one of our classic thing that's a taco. Also, you know, there's a burger probably, but there's
Probably
a
not.
taco shell and there's a burger meat in it. And I made this up too. Talk to him about it. Pinche's Tacos. Go there and tell them that RadioVegas.rocks exists, and then
Order a gringo taco.
and you get a
Blood orange margarita, right?
boom. Yeah,
Is that what it is?
you got it.
Yeah.
I didn't. I forgot how that worked. So, go to Naked City Pizza and tell them to get a blood orange gringo from Margarita Tacos Pinche. I'm not calling you that. I'm not saying, hey, Pinche, which is mean to do. That's a bad word. Except when you're at Pinche's Tacos having a blood orange margarita with your buddies and having a nice cool slice of Naked City Pizza dipped in your cold cock whiskey. That's also another real product that sponsors us currently, and it's good because they're good.
It's true.
Yeah. There's a kind of the right time around us. The time that's around us that we're traveling through. Because this is how I perceive the universe.
Pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't we all constantly traveling through time? Anyway.
Listen, the only time now is party time.
It is. And the other name for party time is Commercial
Commercial chug.
Chug.
Dish TV is better than cable TV. Why? Because you can save 45% on packages compared to your high-priced cable bill. Wow. Take those giant scissors out and cut the cable and save with Dish TV. Plus, you get a free DVR upgrade to record your favorite shows and free installation. And with Dish Anywhere, you can watch TV for free on your mobile device. Act fast. You can save hundreds of dollars. Does your cable company do that for you? I don't think so. Get all the best TV programming at your fingertips at a fraction of the price of cable TV. So say adios, arrivederci, goodbye to the high cable bill and save up to 45% on Dish TV packages today. These are limited time offers and can change at any time. Call fast. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. That's 800-293-0328.
Yeah.
Yeah, these deals can change.
These deals.
They can also change your life.
They can change your life. Can I get in the chair this way? Do you think?
Probably not. It's not going to work out.
You
well.
guys, welcome to YouTube.
That is
But
so,
can you do
That is
this?
so not going to work out well.
Shit. Oh, man. Aren't you like super happy for me that I'm not erect right now? Because it would have broke. I would have broken it. Did I tell you guys about my friend that broke his wiener and then it swung in the middle even when it was erect? He didn't prove it that this was real. We don't know this for sure. But we called him Switchblade. Because it would like switchblade.
Don't break your wiener.
It's not worth it.
I knew a kid. It was either in like middle school or maybe early high school, who claims, I never personally verified it, but he claims that when he was a kid, you remember that toy, Mr. Bucket, that game?
Oh
show?
no! Yeah.
He, for some reason, as a little kid, before he had the wherewithal to decide not to do this, he popped one of his testicles in old Mr. Bucket's mouth and it lobbed it clean off. So he apparently only had one testicle, the other one being a victim of the serial testicle murderer,
Lobbed
Mr. Bucket.
it clean off.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it's one thing to think Mr. Bucket could give you a blowjob. Although the face of the expression on this toy, if you've never seen it, I would Google it right now, Mr.
Yeah.
Bucket. It looks like I'd consider that at a certain age, when I thought of such things disproportionately more.
Yeah.
But not this young an age, and not like, hey, I've got a ball on my body.
Yeah, that would go
And
fit
these
perfectly in
balls
there.
pop out of his mouth, so I'm sure my body's ball will leave his mouth as well.
Yep.
But it didn't. It left his body.
Yeah. Supposedly.
Suppose we've never been able to verify the Mr. Bucket story.
Legend has it.
Oh man!
But I don't
Hey,
know.
what a way to meet people, though. Hey, let me tell you what happened to one of my testicles.
Yeah, I mean that's not like the first conversation I ever had with him, but you know.
One of my testicles was outside my body.
Yeah.
I think you're aware of this. At one point, when I was in high school, there was a lump on one of them. And then, like, a later doctor, when there was another lump, said that some people's balls just make, like little crispies on the cord. There's just a little calcium crispy that just sits there sometimes.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't necessary. But the first time one was discovered, I had a ball taken out of my body. And then they checked it out, scraped the little fingernail off of it and put it back in there. And then, and I had to wear a scrotal support, which was like a nut bra to hold it. Because, of course, one's going to be fist size for a minute. Because when they swell up like the skull of an infant hanging around your pants, thinking its own thoughts, making its own decisions for you, till it shrinks down.
Oh, man.
Bad times.
And then the second time they just left it out. They didn't put it back in. And they're like, oh, you have an outside one.
Yeah, I have an outside one now. It's great.
Yeah, I'd like to have my balls turned inside out, please.
It's really awkward at the airport when I'm about to fly after having gotten low-cost tickets from these folks, low-cost airlines. They love your balls.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-515-2397. 800-515-2397. 800-515-2397. That's 800-515-2397.
All right. So, part of why I'm extra goofy is experimenting with not drinking, which is ironic because I found a Coors Light and I started drinking it. But up until then, which, you know, if I'm having like a beer every day or two, it's similar. It's really similar to not drinking compared to someone who drinks a lot.
Yeah.
But compared to the actual definition of not drinking, it's literally dishonest.
It's literally not that thing.
Yeah, it's just not even what I'm referring to even. Honestly, it's disgraceful. And if you're trying to be better than that and learn from me and grow with me together in a canoe when the sun is setting, these people understand your passion and dreams and your lack of passion and lack of dreams leading to the dark emptiness as we all stare into the void together.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-961-2480. 800-961-2480. 800-961-2480. 800-961-2480.
Because it's hard to, like, start and then call it off, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to investigate the night without walking further into the night.
It's true.
It's hard to look down that hallway and not try some of the doors.
Man.
It's hard to get in that car and not see how far the needle goes in that old accelerator. It's how many of these do I have?
But I feel like to me some of those, I'm like, actually I don't want to walk down a dark hallway and just open doors.
Yeah, I know.
That seems like not a great idea. Like, has anyone ever seen horror movies?
Yeah. Who's just checking all these doors in this person? What kind of guest are you? Just going in people's, going through people's drawers and stuff?
Right. I imagine someone like just comes over to your house just for a kickback or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna go check all the doors in your house." First thing they do, and they tell you about it too, and you're like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have." And they're like, "Just gone.
Yeah.
I already opened half the doors."
All the cabinets in the kitchen is the one I'm the most guilty of. I want to open every kitchen.
The cabinets, really?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the bathroom cabinet's more likely to be more fun.
The medicine
Since we're
cabinet.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That medicine cabinet.
Everyone does that at everyone's house. I guarantee you. Yo, I gotta know.
You gotta know.
Just kick me a lore tab. That's all I'm saying. Like, I like to have a lore tab once in a while, man. You
Tabs
know?
and sets over here. Come on.
Yo, let me get a set, dog. Yo, you got any perks?
Little oxys and roxys over here.
You got any perks, dog?
Don't offer us opiates.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, just kidding. I don't.
Yeah, because have you ever joked around like that and then like had like someone fucking call you in the middle of the night trying to fucking get pills and shit? Like, no, I'm not in this club. Leave me alone. I was making fun of you. Don't call me.
Maybe like back in the day, but
yeah, I had a phase,
just,
right?
You know.
And like, so I was trading weed for opiates. It was Roxasets, and you know, I got a good deal from someone. I had a bunch of them, so I decided I'd sell a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
This was like 2010, and so I'd sell a couple of them like a couple times.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm on some like phone network where friends of friends I don't even know.
Oh, dude, that's
like,
the worst.
Harassing, and it's all these white collar people that have like no stealth about it either.
Yeah,
they're
totally
me for
oblivious.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, meet me at McDonald's. Oh, awesome, is this those pills? Like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Just because I remember I used to have to do that when I was like heavy into opiates. And, like, my friend would just give me a number to call, and I'd be like, hey, my friend said I could. And they're like, yeah, what you want?
That was so lame.
But they were like actual drug dealers and not just someone who like occasionally hooked someone up once in a while.
Mm.
So I'm sure they expected more of that.
So.
And they're like, yeah, you little junkies. Back when they were all like doctors making house calls and just like giving like rich white girls oxy prescriptions for some reason. But you know,
yeah, it's a living.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that was weird times. I don't want to trigger that again.
Mm-mm.
So I've definitely gotten in that like a hole where you're joking about something too realistically. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, no.
yeah. Like, oh no, I really, yeah. No, I've totally done that. Yeah.
You guys. Taxes.
The following story is fictional. Boy, I had a rough night's sleep. Let me read you that letter I got from the IRS. Dear John, according to our records, you owe the IRS $37,950.50. If you don't call us right away and set up a payment plan, we're going to freeze your bank account and put a lien on your home. Well, heck, part of me says, if you want my trailer, you can go ahead and have it. And I only got $100 in the bank anyway. But so here's what I did. I called me the tax doctor. I paid them their fee.
This is the voice
and
I
I
use
got
when
the
I get a
whole
loan.
thing reduced to $1,000.
I get the loan every time.
If you owe the IRS any personal or business taxes well north of $10,000, you call yourself the tax doctor right now. See if they can save you some real money.
800-917-8546. 800-917-8546.
Yeah, you can rewind and get that again. I'm not confident of the percentage of our viewership that even makes $10,000 in a year, let alone has to pay that in taxes. Oh, I know, burn. Oh, nah, y'all executives, right? Y'all lawyers.
Right. All executives.
Yeah, I know most of our listeners are doctors, but
That's true.
yeah, I understand.
Big in the doctor crowd.
So, meanwhile, a bunch of them totally make more than me. I'm sure of it.
What's that?
The people, those people
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those people.
That's what we refer to. We don't have fans. We just have those people. Those people we grudgingly allow watch us do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You all are lucky we're letting you in here. You're lucky you get to watch it all. Could just be doing this by ourselves for no reason. They creep us. Oh,
Let's have a
man.
whole studio set up.
Yeah.
Just like do a private show. So weird.
Ew. That's gross. We're gross.
Do you want to pay more for a new car or new home or less? Yeah! Do you want to pay higher interest rates on your credit cards or even to refinance student loan debt or less? Yeah! The secret to paying less on everything is a better credit score. Is your credit score less than 700? Do you even know? Well, now at the same time, you can learn exactly what your credit score is and learn how to make it better. And when you call our special credit repair hotline, you'll speak to an expert that will tell you simple steps to start improving your credit score. And the call and consultation are F-R-E-E. That's free. I'm telling you, the secret to paying less is a better credit score, and you can fix it right now.
I love that
so
he's on the
please
telephone.
make this free call and change
Yeah,
your
right.
life.
877
Literally called it in.
1286 877 857 1286. That's 877 857 1286.
That's right, baby. Come on, Colin's numbers, dial them up. Mention RadioVegas.rocks. Listen, seriously, it's RadioVegas.rocks. Excuse me, I had a burp. And I don't like to burp in a way that you can identify as a burp because I feel that's unprofessional. I feel it's much more professional to turn it into some kind of gurgling scream in the background.
Totally.
Because that's like you sympathize for that more. But the only other one, repair your credit. It's cool. Credit's cool because you can have lower interest rates. And, interest rates are cool because adult stuff. But nothing's cooler than having a great invention and marketing an amazing idea. Davidson Big Idea, who you can call at 1-800-208-987, and then honestly I don't know what the final number is. But you can look up Davison Big Idea on whatever rectangle, whatever glowing electronic box that you're hearing this on, probably has the capability to look up Davison Big Idea as well. And mention RadioVegas.rocks, and they'll give you they'll care more about your idea. That's their special, and they offer extra caring, where they'll just give a shit more about your idea. That you tell them. The idea I'm pitching them now is I've already been talking with them about Olive Garden Shave Club, about how we're gonna team up. There's a licensing deal. So Olive Garden's going to be relatively hands-off as far as their executives meddling with the Shave Club. The Shave Club's going to be a mail order thing, like nothing that anyone's ever done before, where you get something in the mail every day to help with your shaving, to help get the hair off your face, and for ladies too, because a lot of times they don't want as much hair for some reason. I don't know. I like them like bears, but unlike me, these ladies that love Olive Garden Shave Club don't want all this like manly shaving, and neither do these guys that want to feel like they're having all this toxic masculinity forced on them when they just want to shave parts of their bodies while staring at each other and not breaking eye contact. So that's where Olive Garden Shave Club comes in, which is nothing like any other shave club. That's because no one's ever had a thing where you're sent razors before ever.
No.
Except this is true when you're talking about shave butter with literal butter, and what's that white sauce?
Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah. Everything smells like Alfredo, without question. The handles of the razors have antibacterial Alfredo coating, like a thin, greasy layer of it.
Hold on. The razor handles should just be breadsticks.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's right. Olive Garden Shave Club. You take a bite out of your breadstick razor each time you shave your face, and when you've eaten it all up, it's time to replace the blades too, which you should never eat. Don't eat the blades part, just the handle. After your greasy hands have splashed soapy fucking brake grease water all over there. Olive Garden Shave Club. But there's a new addition to Olive Garden Shave Club that I didn't mention.
Oh yeah?
That I mentioned that's not part of what I mentioned before because I didn't mention it. And that's there's shaving olives. Now Olive Garden Shave Club, if you don't want to just slather this stuff that basically is that one kind of sauce, but it's for shaving your face. But really though, it's that sauce. It's just that sauce. It's for shaving. We're just selling it to you for your face. When really you could just eat it if it hadn't gone bad because it's expired too. So we just sell the expired sauce to use to shave your face. So anyway, the new product, shaving olives. This is an easier way to get some kind of lubricant on your face before you shave it, or your clam before you shave your clam, and you want to make sure it's like all. You don't want to dry shave a clam, and by clam you know what I mean. What else am I talking about? Come on, of course. So. Shaving olives. Okay, so it's just a ball with shaving juice in it, shaped like an olive. It's like a paintball. We teamed up with an award-winning paintball manufacturer to put, instead of soapy paint in the ball, they put more of that stupid sauce, that Alfredo sauce, and you just like pop a paintball of it all over your clam, and give us money every month. Olive Garden Shave Club. Davison, big idea. Mention RadioVegas.rocks and receive extra shaving olives. I would get this product. I don't even shave with blades. I would shave other people with it. I would get this just to talk my friends into letting me shave them.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, you guys, comment below if you'd like me to shave you.
Something you'd like to do, huh?
Yeah, check out our new stream on YouTube that gives you an alternate
not weird
angle.
at all.
No, if you're really ready to get rid of the stigma of shaving your friends...
I'm not. I actually quite enjoy that stigma.
Yeah, do you feel like the world isn't accepting enough of public shaving?
And they shouldn't be.
Oh man. Anyway, welcome back.
I will die on that fucking hill, man.
Stop shaving publicly.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
Anyway,
Goddamn
welcome
idiots.
back from our commercial break. If you've been fast forwarding up until now, you can put down your fast forwarding finger, which could, which makes me think, what if your fast forwarding finger is one of the millions of fingers you're covered with as the human koosh ball? Which would be my genetic modification
Great
to myself.
superhero.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in now, I'd like to remind you that if you're going to genetically modify yourself, I highly recommend being covered in fingers. You'd feel everything so nicely.
Oh, man.
Crawling around.
Alright, so let's hop back into our...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of little news
Yeah.
parties we've left behind
Alright.
so far.
Some assholes changed New York City to Jewtropolis on Snapchat's map.
This is true. I say this with no guile or hatred. I don't think there's anything wrong with a Jewtropolis.
No.
No, it's fine. I would live there were it named this. But some people are offended. Understandably, they don't necessarily want that. I don't know why. I wouldn't be offended. I'd be proud. Fuck it. I'm sorry you're offended for being cool enough to be a Tropolis.
Yeah.
There.
But I think...
You're chosen to be the name of the city now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
That's a
probably
good
done
way to
rudely.
look at it. Yeah, totally.
The intent didn't seem nice, but I mean, if you just take it nice, inappropriately, rose-colored glasses. Where am I going with this? Yeah, it was called that on the map, though. That's very funny. Imagine opening your Google Maps and trying to find New York City and being confused by Manhattan being labeled as Jewtropolis.
Yeah, that would be...
Corporations
funny.
have lost business over the confusion.
Really?
No.
No. This fucking guy. No, I always felt like the whole thing about like Jews secretly running the world and controlling all the money, and like that's supposed to be an insult or something. You're like, wait, you're trying
That's
to...
cool. Like, I
Yeah, I know.
perpetuate that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the fucking Illuminati, bitch. I'm why your life sucks.
That concept and the pride behind it is usually behind my pretending to be Jewish. So,
Yeah, we should
Heads
all
up.
pretend to be
right?
Jewish.
Everyone should just be a little more Jewish. Just I mean, Jew up with us. Come on, everybody, climb in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, February should be Jewish History Month, and Black History Month should be a month that has the proper number of days. I swear it's like a backhanded.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
why is it the 28-day month?
Yeah, you can have this weird month that only has 28 days. Yeah. That's probably the reasoning of the person who was like,
So
yeah, we need to
messed
do this.
up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying that with no evidence whatsoever.
I say December is Black History Month because War on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We're
my
going to
move
war.
on the War on Christmas. I'm making a battle. That's my first battle in the war.
I think it's about time we had an actual war on Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of all this, like, fake war where they're like, you didn't say Merry Christmas to me. There's no other holidays around this time of the year. I'm like, fucking idiots, man. I'm like,
This
no.
was definitely for sure when my savior, that's probably imaginary, was born.
Yeah, we need to go Rambo. Even though he wasn't fucking born on Christmas. He was born in the spring, but whatever. If he was even born.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't.
If he wasn't just a
on
legend
Christmas Day.
created by the Romans, who was also suspiciously all about abiding to Roman law the whole time.
Yeah. Certainly weird.
He only wanted to rebel against Judaism, suspiciously enough.
That's odd. That theory's starting to make a lot more sense
Right?
to me now. I mean, I've read like I don't want to say report. I don't know what you call it, but articles or whatever about because there was another kind of similar group that was around the same time called or a guy named Mithra.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty much the same thing, and the idea is that the Romans basically like just co-opted that model.
Totally. And the
and
story of
turned it into
Hero.
this- Yeah.
Yeah, that was not known to the Jewish cultures of that area, nor did they know about the metaphor of turning wine into water being common Roman slang for taking a piss. So they just threw stuff in there like it was Robin Hood Men in Tights. And it's, you know, that's my theory.
But it didn't turn out
It's
as good.
backed up by actual scholars, but nevertheless, it's just my theory. Just, you know.
Yeah, no.
Hey, shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Chris. Hey, Chris, I hope you appreciated that I read the phone numbers again. I do that for you specifically, so you can enjoy. Because he was the first person to catch us lip syncing the phone numbers on the ads. But, I mean, as much as I love those sponsors because they do chip in and help out the station, especially if you mention RadioVegas.rocks, I can't love any of them as much as, well, no, I can, because gotta love Juan and Juan's Flaming Fajitas, then Juan's Flaming Fajita Cantina. Anyway, also love Kicker because we had another headphone sponsor because we're cool enough to get sponsors that make headphones more than once, so there. Anyway, they're a sponsor of RadioVegas.rocks. Greasy Conversation, we're still hunting for brand-specific sponsors or folks that would like to join all of this adamant station sponsorship that we do with RadioVegas.rocks. Hit us up, holla. I'll come at you regardless. Anyway, Kicker headphones. None of our previous headphones that you might have seen briefly at the very beginning and before we joined the station on RadioVegas.rocks, they disintegrated, basically is what I'm getting at. Our previous sponsors' headphones, not only did the headphones that they made or found a factory to make and then rebranded, not only did they disintegrate, but like the company seems to like not exist anymore. That
Oh,
I can
really?
find or anything. Like there's no
They just
like rep to contact or anything.
they just like burned up, re-entering the atmosphere.
Seems as if that is the case.
They shouldn't have tried to expand into space.
Yeah, don't sell things in space yet. We don't have a good cislunar economy at this point.
Not yet. Not
That
yet.
cislunar economy, though. Anyway, Kicker headphones are really good. They're way better. I've bounced them off the floor successfully many times. The buttons are recessed nicely. There's very small seams. That's another thing about the Dyson cars. Dyson products, for the price, although I understand you can make a more durable plastic that's molded less accurately, there still seem to be large seams. The seams where plastic pieces meet. Are a way I judge the quality of something. I don't want a car with big seams, you know?
Yeah.
So
Should all
Dyson.
be one piece.
Yeah.
3D printed.
The seams on these headphones are elegant. There's luxury to the construction of these, but they're not like pompously luxury. The switches are a nice plastic, but not one that peels off. And just, hey, we've had them for months now. And
Yeah.
just the fact that the mongrels that do radio shows in here haven't destroyed them playing headphone tennis at this point is a miracle.
Yeah, it's a popular sport these days.
Headphone tennis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, me too.
Gone through so many headphones. Well, real talk though, that you know the other headphones that were in the movie that we did that was for the 48-hour film fest.
Yeah, yeah,
Included some headphones, and there's a shot where I dropped them. That's the shot in which my particular pair broke. They were not kicker headphones, by the way.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they broke after that? Just
That
no
was
question?
the buttons popped in.
Ah,
Like the buttons are pushed in now. These
Terrible.
buttons would not do that.
yeah.
I could kick these buttons in the face, and they're little button faces. And these would be fine. So I'm not saying they're like steel durable. I'm not saying these headphones are made for kicking. But I'm saying they resist being kicked. And I'm saying this unprompted by their name. I forgot that the brand was called Kicker when talking about how well these take a kicking. So there.
That's why they're called kicker.
Turns out that's the no, it was Jeffrey Kicker, the company's founder. It's the Kicker family, heir to the Kicker legacy. The Kicker fortune is still buried deep within a cruise ship that was also buried underground. But also there's water above it because it sank and then it was buried.
Yo,
That's how I
national
get.
treasure.
That's how that treasure goes.
Oh man, I love it.
You guys, holler in the comments where you would bury your treasure under a cruise ship.
All right. China is using adorable robot teachers in kindergartens, and I guess Korean schools as well.
Koreans did it in 2010.
Yo,
Oh, take that,
Koreans ahead of
China.
the game.
8 years ahead. So, of course, these 2010 robot teachers were way like Uncanny Valley,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
CD-ROM encyclopedia face looking at your kids.
Nice.
Oh, man. Do you remember the CD-ROM encyclopedias of our childhood? And did they ever, like, scare you or creep you out?
I don't really remember them too well, honestly.
So I remember big blue and white text,
Mm-hmm.
and there being little icons with different articles that you could read through there.
Mm.
But sometimes you'd go to an article and, like, some black and white warship would just pop up and start auto-playing, and there'd be this scary news broadcast, and then Carmen Sandiego would run across the screen. You'd have a virus, and the thing would get all warm and beep and stuff. And I might be confusing a nightmare I had, but, like,
Yeah, sounds like
I
it, but-
stopped using the CD-ROM encyclopedia after this.
Yeah,
and
did you
now
have...
I'm stupid.
Did you...
I never learned again.
Yeah, without... I don't know where I'd be without Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, that thing had like 6 articles. Yeah.
Oh man, what? Yeah, but...
QuickTime videos.
Yo, but you could just like write so many like school reports in elementary school just by like plagiarizing. Well, not plagiarize, but you know, you just rearrange sentences.
The year that my community college first got the thing that checks online and like qualifies how plagiarized your picture
Oh,
is,
yeah, yeah.
your thing is, like algorithm wise. Yeah, that was like introduced for me. Like my college was immediately ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Damn.
gonna learn and create original content.
Yeah.
What kind of media landscape is this college supposed to prepare us for?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you just like ask the teacher, are you guys aware that like other people have written reports on this before?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that.
You just turn in a paper that's like, I'm not treading new ground. It's hopeless.
Yeah. You're like, the subject's been beat to death.
D-.
Beat to death.
Oh, man.
Yo, this class is beat to death. Teach.
Peace.
I need to learn shit. I'm out.
That was the last word of my essay for my doctorate. It was just peace.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the only word.
Then a smiley face right after it.
Yeah.
Ace that doctorate.
See, but then that's the good thing about robot teachers, is that you can't talk back to robot teachers.
I mean, you can.
No, they'll blast your ass, dude. These ones have like, you know, they're like
Gun. Teachers with guns. Teachers in America have guns.
they're like robot
So the robot teacher's gonna be armed.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
RoboCop teacher.
Arm the robot teachers.
It's foolproof.
Oh man, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
Oh no.
Just man. So what are these Chinese robots like? Is that what it is?
They
China?
just teach the kids how to pop and lock all day. So these kids, that's all they know how to do. Yeah, they just speak and spell all day, speaking and spelling.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
It's just the busy work. It wipes their asses. It's just got a bumping wheel. You just sit on it.
Just line up.
Yeah.
Alright, kids. Go to the line of toilet. It's time for the designated poop time.
Yep. It's a separate ass wipe robot. We don't use the same robot to teach them that we use to wipe their asses. Budget cuts.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think the Facebook failed again.
Did it?
Hey, it's
Screw it,
working,
man.
guys.
No, because you're gonna go mess with it
All right.
and abandon it or
Yeah, you guys
abandon me.
go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Abandon
You're
you.
gonna abandon me.
Listen, YouTube.
What is? Oh yeah, here we go. So Mike Pence apparently tweeted about a more respectful time, and caught a lot of backlash, a lot of flacklash for it.
Yeah, the more respectful time. What the hell is that supposed to mean? When it's literally the things that you bring up every time this comes up.
Yeah.
That dude that couldn't be elected because the Republicans made like a special exception.
Oh no, yeah, it was Obama's Supreme Court nominee Merrick Garland, and usually you should at least have a hearing and vote on it. Well, the Senate should. And they basically, well, first, you know, there's a vacant seat, so they don't want Obama to, you know, nominate some extreme leftist, like there's a thing, or like that's a thing. But, and then so one of the Republican congressmen made a comment like saying like, oh, well, he should nominate a moderate like Merrick Garland, thinking that like there's no way he'll nominate Merrick Garland. Obama's like, all right, put up or shut up, assholes, and nominates Merrick Garland. And then old Yordle McTurtle basically was just like made up. Well, he didn't make up some rule. It wasn't even a rule. It was just like something I guess Joe Biden came up with years and years ago. But of course now it's, you know, useful for them. And they basically made the argument that we shouldn't vote, or they shouldn't vote on Supreme Court nominees during an election year, presidential election year, and that the people should have a voice in it.
Unless the president's a Republican.
Yeah, because they would, I mean, rubber stamp all his.
Yeah. Now that we've got a Republican president, that concept is just out the window.
Yeah, and so they held the spot, and then, you know, Republicans get a conservative justice in, and now there's another vacant spot, which there was some kind of shady, weird stuff going on with that, like some kind of inside trading almost with like getting Justice Thomas to resign. And then the nominee happens to be like someone who was a court clerk for Justice Thomas, and it's all kinds of weird stuff. And like Justice Thomas's son is kind of like buddy with Trump or some shit. It was really weird. It just, you know, with all the other stuff, it just seems like another thing that's probably not on the up and up. But
oh yeah, like that Russian banker that's one of the leaders of the NRA. This is literally filters in Russian money.
Yeah, and there was a literal Russian spy like in the NRA and like schmoozing with all the Republican congressmen for.
Yeah, like it ain't no thing. Hey, it's paying for our guns. Gotta get that gun money one way or another.
Right.
Gotta keep my guns fed. How am I gonna feed my baby guns? I got this whole family of guns to feed.
My guns are starving.
My guns are starving.
Oh man.
How am I gonna put my guns through college?
Right. So I guess, yeah, so Mike Pence is saying that, you know, if this were a more respectful time, that Brett Kavanaugh, who's the new Supreme Court nominee, would be like voted through no problem. And that Democrats are only like obstruct nowadays.
The Twitter responses to this.
Yeah, were great.
Pure juiciness. Yeah, of all the less respectful, more respectful time things. It's just like, how can you even bring up respect or valuing respect with the president we have?
Yeah, totally.
It's like his platform is disrespect.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you haven't watched some of his, like, rallies that he has, I mean, watch them. They're like literally insane. I mean, to me, that's what it seems like. It's just like a crazy dude rambling for like an hour and a half, lying about 70% of the shit he's saying, and like just making up stuff whole cloth, and people are eating it the fuck up.
I have to say, and I'm embracing all the pompousness about what I'm going to say.
All right.
Full, relatively sober Jenny Kush, y'all. Jenny Kush has got like 30% on every other strain. Anyway, and that was hours ago. That was like yesterday. So that aside, and almost full sobriety, I've had like a couple sips of this little can here.
Yeah.
I have to say that, man, I don't remember what it was now. It was about Mike Pence being religious. That's lame. Man, it was so much more insightful than that, though.
Yeah.
I just wanted to prove how serious I was being about it. And, you know, Pence, why? The thing is, the religion is okay. Come on. It's not a decision-making place, right, man? So.
No, I mean, I like to dig on Pence because apparently he calls his wife mother.
Yeah.
And like won't eat in a room alone with another woman unless his wife's present. So it's just really like, man, that just so like adhering to these strict rules that are like so weird to me.
Well, I feel like we shouldn't be making decisions as a country based on what an unelected official says, and there's unelected people in charge of doctrine that this person is blindly making decisions based on.
Yeah, or we should, you know, yeah, that's the crazy thing to me is like this administration has been really like anti-science as far as like removing science from reports, like a lot of climate change science, and just kind of across the board, you know, if it doesn't fit what their narrative is or what they're saying, they're just kind of like, oh, no one needs to see that. And yet, like, they're trying to say, you know, we need more religion, and like the only evidence you have of that is a you know 2,000-year-old book that like can't where the original writings and how many times has it been changed and edited, and there were no contemporary writings of Jesus. I mean, so many problems with it.
How can he talk about a more respectful time with the most disrespectful person? Is like how it's just like so tone deaf.
Yeah, it really
so like
is.
completely clueless about what he's supposedly been supporting this whole time.
What?
Like, where have you been? What president do you think you've been vice of?
Well,
like,
I think
what country?
I think there's also like a feedback loop of a bubble of information surrounding the White House, because they have to insulate Trump because I feel like he has such a fragile ego, which is why he's always like lashing out at people who diss him, or like trying to, you know, he's always like, look at how good I am, blah blah blah, I'm the best president ever. Alright, someone who thought they were the best president ever wouldn't actually need to be like, I'm the best president ever.
Yeah, let me announce it to everybody.
Yeah. So there's like this insulation around, so and cognitive dissonance and just like rationalizing that like, oh, we're actually doing a good job.
It seems like it activates the worst type of person that's the minority, that's the loud, stupid minority.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That doesn't represent everybody, but's determined to represent everybody.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of loud minority that makes the majority of people that want to be the most sensible and balanced about things feel excluded.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that exclusion, all that elitism and enemy making is diversive. It comes back around to being just completely, even naively looking at it, as stupidly as I'm inclined to naturally look at it anyway. It's hard not to see the diversiveness, not to see the dude in the playground that's trying to get people to fight each other.
Yeah, totally. And it's a lot of distract, because there's actually like a lot of news that's kind of like hovering around the Russian investigation. And I feel like a lot of this is like a distraction tactic from that too, because you get people all whipped up over the Twitter, this and that, and just comments and like, oh, that crazy thing that person said, are you serious?
Yeah.
And it's like all this other stuff is going on, but there's just the news is so dense about politics these days that it's impossible to keep up, man.
I wish McCain was still alive, but that he still had the brain tumor. I know that sounds mean. Let me qualify this a little bit.
All right.
But like brain tumor McCain was the best McCain. It softened him up a bit.
Yeah.
If we could live through it and just live a long, healthy life, I wish we all had such a brain tumor. It doesn't work that way, so obviously I don't really wish this.
I
but
do.
like,
I hope you all get brain tumors.
but like the good kind,
Yeah.
the kind that made McCain cool.
Yeah, or like the kind that John Travolta got in that movie.
Grease?
No. I think what was it? Phenomenon. You ever see that movie?
Oh, I thought he was like a time traveling alien in that movie.
No, that was Battlefield Earth. No.
Okay.
And
I thought everyone had a tumor in Battlefield Earth.
Yeah. No. Everyone who wrote the movie had a tumor.
Yay! That's what success sounds like.
Yeah.
Is being able to have thoughts like that.
Right.
This is why it's so great to live in Russia right now. Everybody. Hope you're happy in Russia with us.
Yeah.
We, Russia Junior. New Russia.
Hell yeah. Better Russia.
Welcome to better Russia, you guys.
Ain't saying much. No, I was like part of the issue with discussing politics, and this is like the source of most disagreements, I feel like, is that two sides have decided to use language completely differently.
Oh,
And if we
yeah.
can't agree on what words we're using, or that if the words we're using mean the same thing, then we're never going to be able to discuss anything, obviously.
Like what the word clean means. To imply that something inherently dirty is clean. Like the shortest lie I've ever heard of. Man,
Yeah.
I feel like clean coal. That's what I'm getting at. Is clean coal.
Yeah.
And the way I led up to it made me feel like an asshole, because it's like the kind of like pompous lead into something that I find a little sleazy, but not as sleazy as fucking clean coal. Like,
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Have you like held coal before? There's no amount of scrubbing that can happen to it where it's going to clean it significantly. Like you can look into what clean coal is today and how clean you can get coal, and it's still fucking coal.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like there's a catalytic converter that's going to recombust it, like in your car. You're not like recirculating back into a burner matter that's going to like recombust as easily as it does in the. Hey, you don't need to fucking science it up to know that coal's fucking shitty. But I mean,
Right.
if you like my big words about it, then assume that I don't need to know what I'm pretending to know to verify that clean coal. You know, I wanted it. I wanted to believe in it. I
Yeah.
wanted to say, wow, maybe Trump is doing something I like with making coal clean, so we can all have those wonderful coal mining jobs. They're just the healthiest, best things to have American families be doing together.
Right.
The kids, the young ones, there's an express lane to go down to the coal mine just for baby carriages, just to get them down there so they can help out too.
Oh man.
Clean coal,
Getting
fun for
great.
the whole family.
Right. Like I didn't know this, but you know, reading more articles about the war on coal, the great war on coal from 20 forever to 20 forever.
It sounds like it's the war on asthma also.
Right.
Like the war on respiratory disease.
But like black lung actually got worse as our technology improved, because it would create like finer particulate
Oh,
of coal.
great.
Yeah. So like, hey, black lung for everybody.
It's the cleanest black lung.
Yeah.
Clean black lung, you guys. Oh no, they're only having their lifespans dramatically shorted by like a cleaner, healthier green. It's green lung.
Yeah.
You guys, they got that green lung.
You don't want to get dirty solar lung.
All the coal is dyed green, you guys. Environmental coal. It's that environmental coal for the environment. Hey, it comes from the earth, right? It's fucking natural. It's natural coal. It's made of natural. So you know what else is natural? Asbestos, which Trump loves also.
Yeah, his fucking face is on those like
Yeah.
Russian packages of asbestos.
His fucking, and he's not even like grinning and giving a thumbs up too. He's making like that Christian album cover face,
Oh god.
like looking off like he's like it's Jesus' own asbestos.
They like didn't the EPA like drop some regulations on asbestos?
Yeah, the EPA has fallen short of banning asbestos outright, just certain industrial processes. So there's still products that we buy and use today, like the brakes in our cars, that still use asbestos. It's just highly regulated how it's used. But the thing is, there isn't like a problem with brakes costing too much. There's not like, hey, President Trump, the most important issue you have to deal with today is that the brakes in your car, they're $20 instead of $11 or whatever, because the asbestos is so goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
We really need to regulate asbestos less. There's really a problem with that. Got to come in and support that asbestos industry. No, you have to like grow asbestos. There's no like new fields for asbestos. There's no like,
Yeah.
oh, since we're going to space more, we're gonna line all the spaceships with asbestos. No, there's other shit you can use.
We got new shit now.
Yeah. Come on, it's not like we're using whale oil in our transmissions anymore. There's like very little of your car comes from animals anymore. That's just how. Why are we using a mineral that's made out of pokey hairs that cut up your insides to do anything anymore with?
Money.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's the
It's
answer.
all about money.
So
There was that. There's like a Bill Hicks quote. He says, "You think this country's about freedom? It's like, it's never about freedom. It's about money. You don't believe me? Try going anywhere for free."
yeah,
So.
I mean, you can go to a lot of locations where it doesn't cost you to have gone there.
Yeah.
But then there's very little to do once there.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides
Or
ask people for money.
try doing anything
Yeah.
for free. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can like go places and like walk around for free, but
Yeah.
can't actually do things.
There isn't even lions at MGM anymore, which is probably good for the lions. They seem happy though. How do I judge how happy lions are? But yeah, the MGM used to be able to go there and like look at lions.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Not anymore.
yeah, you could call them names and stuff, and no one would even get mad. They wouldn't even. You're like,
They wouldn't do
lion,
anything.
you stupid dorky lion, and yeah, they wouldn't do shit. It's
Or
great.
that like I remember. I think it was like a couple years ago, where there was a couple stories of people just hopping in like a lion cage or like a bear.
Yeah, that was like hip for a while. It's like,
Yeah, people. I'm like, why would you do that? Do you not know what those things are?
they're doing it just to get us to ask them that. They're just like, hey, people all over are going to be like, why would you do that? That's why
Right.
it's a great idea, guys. Go on. People are going to be like, wow, you almost died.
I think some people did
That's
actually
cool.
die,
Yeah, that's the best. You totally win then.
right?
Yeah.
And then they'll never know the answer,
Their gravestone's just like a big lion roaring. It's all proud.
right?
Yeah. He was.
No, it just says like at the top, just like, why would you do that? And they're just like,
It's a lion shrugging. A cartoon lion shrugging its paws.
yeah.
So, if you are what you eat, are you like making a lion become a man?
Yes.
Like, can that lion vote now?
Yes.
Which comes back around. I have to bring this up every time, but how long before we let birds vote?
I hope it's sooner than later, because I imagine they probably have better sense than most humans.
That's like the next voting class. Like the next thing to get rights is like some of these birds.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if they unlock themselves and then go free, it's like, well, you can't keep that as a pet and not
Yeah.
call it a slave.
Right.
If, like, the first thing it does is learn how to break free and fly away.
Come here, entertainment slave.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sing a song for me.
Yeah. How is
Repeat
that
what I
not a
say.
slave? Right.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, some pets, like some pet birds especially, not to get on some high horse, because I know some people have bird friends that are like their buddies and stuff. But I mean, maybe that's Stockholm syndrome. I don't know. Just saying.
Could be.
It's not like you let them fly away. It's not like you. Well, some people, the bird's like on their shoulder. They get in their car. They go to the bank.
Yeah.
They play frisbee at the park, and the bird's on their shoulder. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a friend. That's probably brainwashed, but nevertheless.
Oh no! He enjoys it. He really likes it. Yeah.
So then we're gonna have to. You can't let all birds vote.
No,
gotta have
like
them
no
take a
pigeons.
test.
Yeah. No.
They're gonna take a test, an intelligence test. So it's gonna be Jim Crow law, but like with actual crows.
How about a genetically engineered lion so that it can vote, wear a hat and a tie, and it can also talk? Sure, why not?
I forgot we're genetically engineering things. So
Yeah.
of course. a sentient lion race.
Yeah. No, just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh man, born into loneliness. Where are my people?
Right. He's like, why aren't any of the other lions wearing hats?
Oh no.
Like he has a compulsion to wear a hat.
This is sad. Greenlit.
I mean, if you're taking it to the sad place, sure.
Oh man, when every character has had a movie made out of them, the MGM lion, the mascot of MGM, gets a movie about it.
Like, why doesn't he?
This
already?
is beautiful. I think I could sell this. Help us write the script, y'all.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know, we're almost to the end of the broadcast.
It's true.
It's not a bad time to comment on the live stream on YouTube. Or not. Maybe you did a bunch and I just deleted everyone's comments. You all don't even know. We could have had comments for days and I just deleted them all, right? How sad is that?
Super sad.
Yeah.
Super sad.
Comment wherever, though. And also, there's been some adjustments to the merch on the Greasy Conversation site. So check it out. There might be things you don't remember. There might be things that you thought you were going to buy and you didn't, and those things are gone. Haha. That's what, but you know, if there's something you miss, hit me up. I can customizedly bring back something else that you didn't get a chance to get. But I warned you, some of the merch was going away, so hop back in there. I looked into other merch providers, and we still have a really good one. Like, it's really competitive as far as the quality and the price that they're taking from it. And we are the part that we make when you get the clothes is really small. It's almost tragic to us. So, I mean, you know,
just do it.
Help us out, man. Take a look. Have a little merch time for those baby. Put on your infants, put on your infant kids, and wear merch all around them. You can make a sling. Like, sometimes you don't have to buy a T-shirt just to wear it as a T-shirt.
It's true.
You can buy it and turn it into like a thing you swing your baby around by. What are those called? Baby sling,
Sure.
slingshot.
Yeah.
Slingshot for your kid.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can launch your kid and then make sure that someone's there to catch him. So we're on that. The lightning round. What's the final news? Lightning strikes.
I feel like this one was just meant for the last one. Maybe it'll be a high note. Taylor Swift stands to make music business history as a free agent.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's historic for someone that's made it, so to speak, with the pathway that she has, to then basically become an indie, where she's doing her own management, submitting for distribution, all the stuff that like an indie band would do with her team. At that point, there's no difference between her and an indie artist.
Yeah.
Like, what like bigger example of a mainstream artist is there? It's like the official blurring of the line. The line is officially excuse me, officially blurred. That's more dignified, right? I felt if you heard like a traditional burp, I would lose dignity and stature among the community.
Yeah, totally.
And I care about you guys as a community, so I scream when I burp for you, for your health, so that you know what to do when you're at a bank and you don't want the other people at the bank to. It's like, why am I self-conscious at the bank? I'm never gonna see these people. No one's gonna go to the bank at the same time as me, like, ever again. It's always random. But I still I don't want these people at the bank thinking I'm some burper, burping up in the line.
It could happen. Like, I went through this period. This is, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, where I started getting really paranoid, and I just felt like I recognized everyone.
Yeah, like everyone's face is familiar.
Yeah.
Instead of everyone being a stranger, and then you're like, shit, do I say hi? Do they recognize, remember me? Like,
Yeah.
What's their name?
Literally everyone. And it was this really weird feeling, because I knew it couldn't be true, obviously, because I hate people. And I don't want to recognize anyone. And it was really unnerving for a while, you know, just to feel like you recognize everyone.
This happened to me like last night, a flavor of this, where I saw another person delivering while I was delivering, and I thought I had like talked with them before and stuff, and I hadn't. Except this time, not only were they confused because I was checking in with them like I'd talked to them before, like someone was trying to follow up on something that never happened, which was like a greeting.
Yeah.
One of them follow-up greetings, which they were delighted by. They were pleased. Like, this is a really happy-go-lucky person.
Yeah.
That didn't speak a lick of English either.
Nice.
So not only that, they were like, wow, this person's so happy to see me. what are they talking about? They were just so lost, but smiling back at me.
Awesome.
And then when I figured it out, I just ran off like, hey, enjoy your stickers. Because, of course, I had to give them a bunch of stickers awkwardly. And they're like, wow, neat.
Yeah.
What's happening, they said in their language.
Nice. That's funny. You sure that's what they said? No, you're not sure. I should always say, oh, hey, what's up, man? You got that $20 you owe me?
They're like,
Remember last time at the party? Yeah, I lent you $20. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, man. Yeah. Taylor Swift, indie now. Although it doesn't really feel the same, you know?
It's not the same Swiftie.
No. But I mean, like, she's already made it, and she already has enough of, like, support structure behind her that it's like, it's like she's just starting her own label
She's
or
an
something.
old lady
You know?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just an old woman.
Yeah.
She's might as well have a bunch of cats. It's gross. It's gross, Taylor. Just kidding. We love you.
We love you. That should be the name of her next album, though. Cat Lady.
This sounds great.
Yeah.
It could be about my wife. No. One cat a cat lady does not make.
Yeah, it's true.
But you can really love that
I'm
cat.
more of a cat lady than Ange.
For sure. In every way.
It's true.
You let them make decisions for you.
All day. I actually prefer it that way. If I didn't have to make any decisions ever again in life, I'd be
It'd be
totally
better.
content. Yeah.
Oh man.
Don't want to do it.
I told the IRS the Mittens had the taxes covered.
Yeah.
She got that degree, that college degree in Arizona. What was the thing? I'm trying to do a throwback and I only half.
Are you thinking about
What was-
University of Phoenix?
No, I'm talking about any university in Arizona.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
just
much.
Any institute of learning.
Yeah.
What was the thing that I thought Arizona would be the perfect place to learn how to do that thing?
I have no idea.
I think it was like stealing money or something.
Probably.
John McCain.
Stealing John
I'm
McCain.
just-
Stealing John McCain's body.
John McCain he was Arizonan, right?
Yeah, he was pretty much
Yeah.
He was Arizona.
Everyone that becomes Arizona gets a brain tumor. You're getting a brain tumor, you're getting a brain tumor. Hey, listen though, if you feel like you might have a brain tumor, then it's probably nothing you can do. You should just embrace it, have a good time.
Yeah.
We'll meet together, we'll have a club of people that just are totally down with having a brain tumor, even though you probably don't. Just because it's like a way to live, you know, just fucking brain tumor it. I mean, if you really do have one though, then like, congrats, we're gonna have some fun.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got stuck in the mic. I dropped something, and I wanted you all to deal with it.
And you thought
Anyway,
this was the best time.
this was the best time. Say, hey, listen. We're going out strong. We're throwing things around. There's a Patreon. It's not live yet. I shouldn't bring it up. There's nothing that we're doing right now that I should tell you anything about.
Yeah.
Just follow us and watch us and give us suggestions and take advantage of us. If you want free publicity for something that you're doing that you don't deserve publicity for, holler at us. You can manipulate us into advertising for you against our will by giving you a shout out that turns out to be a shout out to your business because you tricked us. And it's a way to learn and grow your business in the new economy until we're all replaced by robots, which will be great because the robots will teach our kids, and we don't want to teach our kids. And all our kids are going to be really good at pop and locking. And we're never going to have kids anyway, so it's just going to teach other people's kids so that those kids can give us Dairy Queen. Because you can't do Dairy Queen with a robot, because who's going to smile and like laugh and dance for you when you give them a tip? Unless your Dairy Queen doesn't do that, in which case you're not tipping the employees enough. So, the end, you're not tipping your employees enough. That's right. Alright, welcome to Crazy. Okay, oh wait, this is... Alright, bye though. Hey, come back next week and tell everybody that you matter, and because of that, these people made a show just for you. And then show them this show that was made just for you, that's by us, that we made just for you. You're welcome. Oh, that's not how it stops. That's the wrong thing. You got